the Jonathan Ross Show. Let's take a look at who's in my green room tonight. I think you have a rough idea who it is, but let me just show you anyway. All of my guests tonight are amazing. But you may be aware that we have, well, a bit of an exclusive, a world exclusive, in fact. A certain girl band are joining us tonight. So, in honour of them, we've given all the other guests similar nicknames. So, first up, when he was on the show before, Michael Douglas said this man was too handsome to be a comedian. Of course, since then, he's watched his DVD and been proved right. I'm joking, of course. It's the brilliant Scouse Spice, John Bishop. Alongside the brilliant John Bishop is the princess of pop, who's had an incredible 5 #1 albums, 7 #1 singles. It's fair dinkum Sheila Spice Kylie. Great news is, as well as chatting on the show, Kylie will be performing for us at the end of the programme with the brilliantly talented singer. It's Sexy Spice, Jack Savoretti. I hope you'll accept that. Also on the show, a man who is not just the #1 male tennis player in the world right now, he's one of the greatest players of all time. Now, of course, the nickname Sporty Spice is already taken, so in honour of his homeland, I'm going to call him Serbian Spice. It's Novak Djokovic. Finally, the world's most successful girl band in history are back, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare to spice up your life all over again. It's the Spice Girls! There you go. That's the show. Let's get my first guest out. Their first single topped the charts in 37 countries, and from then on, Spice Mania took over the world. Now they're back. I'm delighted to say this is their first TV appearance together to get us in the mood. Not that we need this, but let's just remember some of their biggest hits. Look at this. Jerry and Emma, the Spice Girls! Well, as you can tell, we're all excited. Everyone's excited. But well done on keeping it a secret, because, I mean, this is the response it gets. So to keep, especially with Mel B, we know she can't really keep her mouth shut. So
I can never keep a secret about Spice Girls. Let me just say that right now.
So how did you manage it? How did you manage it?
Well, I never kept the secret. I just kept on saying we're definitely going to get back together.
We just kept telling Melanie that it wasn't going to happen. And then she can let it out.
But when you're exchanging, there must have been emails, there must have been texts. I know you have a WhatsApp group together.
Yeah, we do.
So do you, I mean, what do? Do you speak in code, or do you just hope...
It's funny, because Melanie's on one end of, you know, the seating arrangements, and I'm on the other. And in my house, we did have a code for Spice Girls, because I was so paranoid. Because I'm a good girl, and I do as I'm told.
You are,
and
you do, yeah.
And so I kept the secret. So my little girl said, Mummy, why don't you call it Cucumber? So, like, OK. So any time I spoke about Spice Girls, it was called Cucumber.
Cucumber.
And then at the other end of the spectrum, Melanie just went on international TV and said we were doing it.
Yeah. Well, I did actually say at the time, oh, I don't think I meant to say that just yet.
She does that a lot.
Does that then is that infuriating in some way? I mean, you know what Mel is like after years ago, but I mean, is it like, you know what I mean? It's like, is that like, oh, you know, after all this time, can't she change a little bit?
You know what the brilliant thing about us lot is? Like, a couple of nights ago, we were in my kitchen, we all came together, and we just had a really big group hug, had a little bit of a tear.
We screamed, didn't we?
It's been a long time coming. We've wanted this to happen. You know, I have to say, Melanie and Emma, from the beginning, from 2012, were trying to make this happen. You know, for different reasons, everybody's in, you know, different places in their life. And finally, the stars aligned. Went round to Mel's house, and she went, yeah, I'm ready. Wow. And we're like, great, let's do it.
Let's address the elephant in the room, and that's probably the first time Victoria has been referred to as an elephant. But of course, she's not with the band, so it's a four-piece now.
Yes.
And you asked her to come back with you, and she passed. No, what did she say? Why did she not want to do it?
Do you know what's actually quite funny? I saw Victoria recently, and, you know, obviously we've all been in contact. She's still very much part of the Spice Girls. She really supports us, and we really support her. But she did raise the point that she was never actually asked.
Oh, was she not?
No, because we just presumed.
No,
but she's been talking.
I spoke to her 2 days ago, like, before the announcement, and she just said, look, you know that, you know, she said it for years that she just doesn't want to do it anymore.
But having said that, I think you should still have offered her the opportunity.
No, we did. No, the day at your house, we did.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it.
We had the picture. She said, "I do not." Yeah, she just.
Okay, and what reason did she give?
She was busy with her fashion, you know, and that she's moved on.
Which is a huge thing, of course.
Yeah,
it's like a global brand.
But you know what? The good, you know, the philosophy of this for us lot is that, you know, we're a band on and off the stage, and we care about each other, we support each other, and we support her, you know, and she's been a huge part of our life, and we care about her, so it's all good. And
I think, didn't you say that she didn't enjoy the performance part as much as she didn't really want to be back on stage? Is that right?
And you don't want to make somebody do something they don't want to do.
I think, yeah, we realised that, you know, back a while back, that she didn't enjoy that so much.
Yeah.
Can I ask the question, then? Please don't take this the wrong way, but are you not worried? Because I think we all knew that she had the best voice in the band. So, so are you not worried? No, that's what I think I can speak for. You know, so are you not worried about hitting those songs and nailing it?
Okay,
I mean, who's going to carry the tune?
Here's the thing about
I will. We all will.
Yeah, we'll be fine. You know,
we all will.
We've all
Jerry goes, oh, we'll be fine. Mel B, I'm going to ask you about the Halloween costume you wore last week that everyone saw. This is the photograph, and that's you as Victoria. With a very convincing David, and it says, no, I am not going on tour. Now, okay,
then with the other sign said, please, please, please do it for the Spice fans. So, you know...
But so was that
it's
you
a really
still...
nice idea,
was that you
costume.
trying to encourage her to change her mind?
That's just Melanie's sense of humour.
I just think I have a northern sense of humour, and it's very tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed being Victoria for the night.
OK. OK, I've got to ask you a question. You're touring, but you're not bringing out a new album?
No.
Well...
Don't believe anything.
Don't believe anything Mel says.
Come on, Mel, what's the tea? Come on.
We haven't done new music yet. We haven't done
I think it's got to be an organic process, do you know what I mean? If it's something happened and we felt like it, we think, you know, first things first, we're just going to get out there, sing the hits, people want to hear that. And if something else happened, then great.
Now, let me just run a couple of the press reports that have come out. Obviously, one of the stories was that the reason Victoria's not doing it is you'd fallen out with her. But you've addressed that, I think. That's clearly not the case. Another story that people have been saying is you're only doing this for the cash. They're saying that some of you need cash more than others, perhaps, and that's the story, and you're going to make a lot of cash. I mean, obviously, that's a reason to be doing it, I guess. You want to and deserve to be paid for it. But that isn't the primary reason.
You know what? From the beginning of our journey, 20, how many years ago, we've always put what we believe and love first. You know, when you earn money, and this is a privilege, that's a byproduct of what you do. Do you know what I mean? If the fans like what you do. But we're doing it wholeheartedly. We can honestly say for each other, because it's a bit of fun, but also for the fans. That we've been asked so much, and we just want to do it. If we get some, you know, if there's a...
But there's no denying it will help with my lawyer's bills.
Yeah. Now, Emma wasn't in the band to begin with. You were like the last person to join, weren't you?
I was,
yeah.
And
but the key, it all came together.
The last
it all came together.
Was she always like, I mean, did you know the minute you saw her? Were you looking around, did you think, OK, we need a blonde member of the band before you...
She went driving around looking for a blonde.
That sounds so wrong.
That sounds really wrong. The reality was there was somebody in the band before Emma. Okay.
There was somebody in the band before me.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't in the original line.
Okay, so the original was.
She's pretending that she remembers, but she doesn't
I
remember.
do.
Okay, so who was it? So, Mel, you were in the original lineup.
Yeah,
And
myself,
Joey.
yes,
But
yeah,
not
and
Emma or
Victoria.
Mel C here.
Okay.
Was Victoria in the original lineup?
Yes. But think about this. You know, in the Beatles, there's what's his name, Sutcliffe.
Pete Best. No, Sutcliffe was the serial killer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think he was in the Beatles.
Okay. But anyway, there's always one, isn't there? And
Oh, hold it. You're thinking of Stuart Sutcliffe.
Stuart C.
Pete Best was in the Beatles.
Anyway, so there was one that didn't make it. Okay, she had.
Yes.
So
But that's why it doesn't make sense, because there was 2 that didn't make it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other one.
See, you don't remember?
Are we still talking about the Beatles, or are we talking about the Spice Girls there?
She doesn't know what she's talking about
But
now.
the point is, we found our member, and what
You
happened?
found her, yeah.
We had this singing coach, right, called Pepe Lima.
Pepe Lima, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hold it, Pepe Lima.
Pepe Lima.
That sounds
yeah.
like a pet. That doesn't sound like a...
And
She was my singing teacher at college. Yeah.
And she came. She would coach us, and she goes, "I've got this really nice girl that you want to meet." And anyway, we met you at the station, and we just saw Emma and fell in love with her. And she was like my little sister, you know.
So Pepe, I mean, you owed Pepe a big drink.
I know. I
Did Pepe get her reward?
Probably not.
Do you know what? Pepe.
Pepe's sitting at home going, "You blonde bitch."
We just want Pepe, if you're watching right now, we want to say thank you so much for bringing Emma to us.
I think she'd want a little bit of the ka-ching, never mind just thanks. I mean, if I know Pepe like I know Pepe... Never met Pepe. All right, listen. Many years ago, I was hosting Comic Relief one year, and you came on, and you were about as big a stars in the world as one can get, so it was a big, big deal for Comic Relief. You came on, you helped out a lot, and I know you're doing something else for Comic Relief. Now, you've got a T-shirt.
Well, everybody knows that, you know, Spice Girls, we like to stand for the equality for everybody. And we found out that there's a lot of female charities out there that don't receive the same funding or lack of funding, you know, compared to others. And so there is a fund called Powered Up. Yeah. And Comic Relief supports that fund.
Yeah, it's managed by Comic Relief. And, of course, we have been involved with Comic Relief for so many years, and we're so happy to be involved with them again.
When Comic Relief was already going, when you first
Absolutely.
I think you were on from day
So
one,
this is about supporting women, giving them a voice.
It's dealing with women and their issues, and some of these issues that they're going through are horrendous. Like, we recently found out that 3 women every single week take their own lives because they've suffered from domestic violence, which is just terrible to think. So we're helping, and we want everybody else to help and buy the T-shirt.
Yeah. So we came up with this campaign, I Want to Be a Spice Girl, and it, again, supports women...
Who doesn't want to be a Spice Girl?
I want to be a Spice Girl.
T-shirt.
Yeah, it's about equality. It's about everyone. It's for everyone.
OK, so let me give you the tour dates out here. June 2019, and it's just UK. And you plan... It's not just UK? No, Mel's shaking her head.
Right now.
She's always doing this to us.
Stop it.
Always doing this to us.
So, Mel, can I just have a private moment with Mel?
Yeah.
Mel. Are you being held in the band against your will? Would you like to just... if you had the choice to do some more dates after the UK dates...
Oh, I can tell you that.
Where would they be?
America!
Yeah! So you're doing America?
The thing is... Okay.
Jerry's silently furious now.
The thing is, it's like one step at a time.
Yeah.
We've got families, and we just, you know, we want to do it for the fans.
Yeah.
We're going to do Britain, because that's where, you know, it's our home.
Where it started, where you're from.
Where it started,
Yeah.
and Britain means the world to us.
Yeah.
Do you know, we care about our fans. We want to celebrate.
We want to enjoy it, have fun with it.
Let's see what happens.
See how it goes.
But
then...
And Mel, do you live in America still? Is that where you call home?
Yeah.
You live in LA, so you'll be working close to home, and this will be what, later, towards the end of next year? Yeah. I might be going to Japan the year afterwards. Would there be any chance I could see? Yes, in Japan as well. Bingo.
You know
Thanks
something
so
we should
much.
mention? When you had our lovely tour poster up, we've got an incredible support act as well.
Yeah.
You've got Jess Glynn.
Jess Glynn.
OK, Jess Glynn, who's been here on the stage. She's amazing. Will she join you for any of the numbers? Will she be allowed to sneak on and join in any of them?
I don't
We couldn't
know.
possibly say, could you, Melanie?
No, just say no.
Just
Mel,
say no.
Mel B, can I ask you a question? I'm definitely going to come and see the tour. What is the night I should come when Victoria's going to be on stage with you?
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Sunderland.
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 Yeah.
Does she confirm that?
So, but there is a chance, I guess, that she might stroll out for...
I'm always hopeful. I love the Spice Girls, like they're my girls, and I would love nothing better than all five of us to be together. So I always put it out there.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with 4
Yeah,
too.
we're
I'm happy with
happy.
5 and 4.
Of course.
We're going to have a great time. This feels really strong.
It's going to be amazing.
It feels really strong, yeah.
Another thing I read, I don't know, is that Mel C demanded the rest of you have vocal training lessons.
Oh, I read that as well. I did
we
read
did that day,
That is not
remember,
true.
Melanie?
Yes. You know what, the thing is, it's so funny, isn't it? It isn't true that I've demanded that, but... no, the thing is, you know, we do all have our strengths and qualities,
Yes.
and when it comes to the vocals, I'm a little bit like...
She's
cracking the whip.
strict.
Yeah, yeah.
She's very
Some
strict.
people sing louder than others.
mentioning no
so
names.
Jerry's got the loudest voice?
Yeah.
The
we
loudest
need
voice?
to blend more.
We
Why
need to
is your
blend.
voice loud? Is it just you...
She
you
doesn't
just...
understand blending.
I think I do blend.
No, you didn't before. You do now.
It's a talent.
Yeah, I blend.
OK, OK, guys, you know I'm going to ask you.
What?
Just do a tiny bit. Just do a tiny bit.
Do you know what? We were in the car on the on way to
What was
the
she
radio.
doing on...
We were when we were like first starting out. We had this song.
Please don't
No,
sing
we're
that
not
song.
singing that
Don't
song.
sing that song. You know when
She
fans
always
say,
does this
I know.
every time.
What song is it? So we don't have to do it?
Yes, it is.
What song?
No, it's
It
not.
was called We're Gonna Make It Happen. That's
Right.
how
I bet you still can
confident
remember
we were.
that.
So did you make this up? This
No,
song
we
you...
all wrote
We all
it
wrote
together,
it.
Okay.
right?
Was this ever released?
Yes.
I'm not singing that song.
We're
I'm
gonna make...
not-
I bet
don't
she
sing
remembers.
it.
I bet you remember the
I'm not-
harmony.
I'm not going to
Can I just say something about
nothing to do with it.
Listen to this, right? We're gonna make it happen.
I'm not going to
doing
do
it.
it. I'm not going to do it.
We're gonna make
No,
it
no, no.
happen. But that's when we were just like first starting out.
You know what? We've actually got a clip of you singing that.
You haven't.
This is before anything had been released. This is from 1994.
Yeah, it's
and you
cute.
are all baby spices in this. Have a look.
my
Babies,
gosh.
then. That's what's sweet.
We're gonna make it happen. The time is right for us to shine a light. We're gonna make it happen. Don't ask me where I've been, just where I'm going to.
1994, back when it was all just beginning. It's a wonderful having you here. You're going to stick around for the rest of the night. Thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks for
join me
having
in
us.
saying thank you to the Spice Girls. Mel, Jerry, Emma, and Hannah. Still to come, I'll be chatting to Mr. John Bishop, Kylie Minogue, and Novak Djokovic. See you after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Spice Girls are still right here on the couch. I'm thrilled to say, lovely to have them. But let's get my next guest out to join them. He's one of the nation's favourite and funniest comedians. I'm a huge fan. I'm sure you are too. It's the one and only Mr. John Bishop. John, welcome, fabulous. Come on in. How that's lovely. John, great to have you here back on the show. Thank you so much for coming. If you had to choose one, I know over the years you were presumably... Were you a... No, I don't mean that. I mean, you were a Spice Girls fan back in the day, I guess.
Of course, everyone was.
Who was your favourite Spice Girl?
Posh.
Oh.
just had it all, didn't she?
I mean, they're just about to go back on tour. Huge venues. You've just finished a tour, also playing huge venues, but not exclusively. You played some smaller places this time as well, didn't you?
Yeah, what I did is it's different for a comedian because, like, as a band, particularly when you're playing songs that you know and are hits, you can rehearse in a rehearsal space. But as a comedian, you don't know it's funny till it's left your mouth.
So you need the audience.
So you need to do all these little gigs.
Do you not practice on anyone, like, at home, or no?
If I imagine saying to my wife, listen, I've got this great joke about you.
Yeah, I mean, John does a lot of what you do. I mean, some of the stuff you do about your family, I'm amazed at you, because you've been talking on tour about your wife going through the menopause.
Oh, my God.
Jesus, you've just killed me. This has become the worst loose women ever.
What's your wife's name?
Melanie.
No, OK, what does Melanie say when you get home?
How much did you earn tonight? No, you know what? The truth is...
I'd be so cross if my husband did that.
Too.
Well, it depends how he says it, because it's coming from a place...
Tell us the joke.
It's not a joke.
It's not really a joke. He's talking about his life and stuff that's happened.
I've actually seen him, and he's quite funny.
He's very funny.
I put that... John,
I like the quite.
put that on your poster. Put that on your poster.
The trainer's thing about your son.
Yeah.
That was really good.
OK, but when we're dealing with an issue which is as sensitive to people as going through the change, the menopause, how do you approach that, knowing it's going to be OK at home? Or does it not? Do you think, OK, this is true, so therefore I'm going to make it work?
Well, the way I approached it is that, in fact, the way I approach anything is I don't spend time writing jokes. I just live my life and I'll go on stage and then just talk about it. And obviously, if the person that you love most in the world is going through something that you don't understand, one way of putting it into context is trying to find humour in it and talking about it.
OK, that's really
and
nice.
the way that I do it is I say to the young fellas in the room who are just starting out in relationships, you know, love the person that you're with, and if you're with them long enough, things will change, and there'll be one night when you're lying in bed and you're going to wake up and you're going to think the house is on fire.
You're talking about hot flush?
Yeah, because and then you're going to turn around and the person that you love most in the world is just going to be lying there glowing like the Ready Breck advert. With the heat coming off them, that is inexplicable, and you can't turn it off. It's like being in bed with an auger. It's just... Listen, honest to God, like, it's true. Any man in this room, the young fellas who've come in here with the young version of the new Spice Girls with boots up here and skirts there, who think they've got a woman with a hot body, you have no fucking idea what a hot body is.
That's the way they approach it.
And so I think from a family point of view, if they know what you're saying, and whether it's in music or it's in comedy or if it's an expression of something that's genuine, I think people
it's not mean, it's not nasty. No. You're not doing it. You're not laughing at someone. You're sharing the thing you've gone through together. But I was asking because John's got a DVD out, and you know you can see, you can tell from this, one of the funniest men in the country, especially live. Winging It Live is a DVD. Now I didn't think DVDs sold anymore. I thought everyone just streamed comedy now.
Well, it's interesting because and that's why you bring a DVD out now, because people do stream comedy to watch it themselves. But a DVD's a gift. It's a thing that you get someone for Christmas.
I buy everyone DVDs for Christmas.
Well, there you go. How many people do you know?
A lot.
When you do, it's a gift. It's like, what else you get?
You give them something physical. You don't just give them a code and say download something.
Yeah, exactly. What do you get your dad? You get them a DVD. But we did. We were bringing it out, and the distributor said, look, it's still a good time for DVDs. So I did this thing where I thought, well, I'll find out for myself. So I went to a show, I went to HMV, in disguise, just to see if there was any interest.
Well, we have a clip of this. I think we have this.
Yeah,
I mean, have a look. John's never looked better, by the way. I've got to say, this is the look you should stick with. This is John. So this is an HMV in Oxford Street to see whether people were interested in your DVD. Yeah. OK, have a look at this.
Give it a go, give it a go, give it a go. Comedian.
Jim Carrey.
No, John Bishop.
Right. Jim Carrey.
Do you like English comedy? This guy's good.
John Bishop.
Shall I throw it in?
No.
The pound?
It's OK.
50p? 25p? What if we put it in for free?
No, thank you.
Not even for free? Your gags and relationships is the only thing that's kept us married, man. Do you know that, don't you?
Hello. I was say you were John Bishop.
How do you know?
I saw you at the Palladium last year.
That's where we recorded it.
Is it?
Do you want to buy a copy?
No, I'm worried about this. That's what it is.
Where you going out? No, it's Marks and Spencer's around here. You're going to sign it for us?
Of course I will. Of course it will. Well done.
Winging It live on November 19th. Great Christmas gift. Very funny comedians. You know, one of the nice things about John, you have a preconception when you meet someone, which you shouldn't have, of course, but you see him, you think, oh, you know, could he? He's just like a kind of quite leery, laddish guy. Right? And he probably is. There's probably elements of that in you, I'm sure. But he's also a very lovely father to 3 boys. And you won an LGBTQ award as an ally for speaking out with love and respect and admiration for your son, the one who's gay, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, what was the what sort of speech did you make there? How did that come about?
By the way, it was hilarious because I was hosting the show.
You were there?
Very, very funny, yeah.
Well, Mel was there, and in all honesty, we went as a family, all 5 of us. And there was no, you know you've been nominated, but you know who's going to win. And I never said to the family, I'm thinking of saying that this, because when you've got a public profile, your whole family shares the consequences of everything that you do and say. And in some respects, I perhaps should have said, is everyone okay with this? But when I got up there, I just looked at the room full of people who were in a safe place, in a positive environment. And I suppose it was an opportunity to say, I kind of know a little bit more than you think I know, and I've kind of experienced a little bit more than you think. And this idea of being a celebrity ally, which is a lovely title, because it was granted to me before anyone knew, or, you know, in public knew, that my son was gay. And having a gay son is just like having a son. It's just having, you know, of the top 10 things that I even think about, and being gay is not even on there. Yeah. He's just another son. And I wanted to reach out, because I've learnt more since I've talked more openly with my son, to the kids who are 10 and 11 in the playground, who are standing on their own, who don't know where they belong and what group that they belong into, and try to play up to something or feel isolated. And to their parents who think, oh, I don't know, my son doesn't want to play football, he doesn't fit in, to say, it's okay. You know, just love them for who they are and allow them to feel safe. And then those little digs and the little knocks and the little abuse that they subtly get that we don't know about perhaps won't penetrate as deep.
Yeah, and
lovely. A very funny and a very lovely man as well. Mr. John Bishop, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, John. Amazing, as always. Don't go away. Still to come on the show, I'll be chatting to Kylie Minogue. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to the show. My next guest is Australian, but I think we've claimed her as our own. She's one of the biggest solo stars in the world. Let's have a look at some of her massive hits to get us in the Kylie mood. Kylie Minogue, look at this. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on, baby, do the motion. Yes, it's true what they say. But the devil, you know. I'm spinning around. Move out of my way. I know you're feeling me 'cause you like it like this. I just can't get you out of my head. Boy, it's more than I dare to think about. When I go out, I wanna go out dancing It's Kylie Minogue. Kylie, welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for coming on. Yeah, you know everyone here, of course. Kylie, lovely to have you back here. Thank you so much for coming on. Let me ask, do you have a favourite Spice Girls song?
We're gonna make
Yes. Girls, favourite Kylie song. Let's go. Mel B, what is
Oh, my
favourite?
God, there's so many. I did like the first one that started playing, because the locomotion.
The locomotion.
Yeah, I do like that a lot. I'm old school.
Put your heart in the hand and tell me
Yes.
it's not over. I love that.
Joey?
I mean, you've experimented with so many people as well. Yeah.
Oh, Nick Cave?
Don't go there. With Nick Cave, we were talking about it. With
All
the
he
Nick
asked
Cave.
was
Let's go back to the music, Joey. Go back to the music.
And then Confide in Me, that you did with James
Oh,
and
yeah,
Bradley.
that's brilliant. Yeah.
Shocked. I love it when you did the 60s vibes.
You're a super fan.
I think Better the Devil
John,
You
do
Know
you have a
was
favourite
amazing.
Kylie song?
I think Can't Get You Out of My Head.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't sound that good, but my singing coach, Pepe, hasn't been working. Okay, she won't answer the phone. Just on a downer.
So, you postponed some shows last month, I think. You were meant to be
Yes.
performing, and you had a throat infection. So that's cleared up. Well, I mean, that must be a big worry.
Oh, it's just awful. I mean, I'm sure you've had that kind of experience where you have to cancel. Do you have that with your speaking voice?
No, it's
singing voice?
easier. Although on this last tour, I did go vegan, and that made a massive difference. It does. It makes a difference. It stops clagging your voice.
Oh, it's the dairy, isn't it?
It's the
Makes you
dairy,
phlegmy.
yeah. So
I'm not
that
doing
helped,
that.
but I've never...
That's an exchange I really didn't think was going to happen tonight. Yeah, it's the dairy, makes you phlegmy. So you're OK, though?
Yes. So we got to reschedule those couple of shows for early December. So it all kind of works out. But the day of making that decision, it's... I mean, I know the world's not ending, but it does feel like a really rotten day.
Well,
to
you've
have
got
to
all your
let people
Kylie
down.
fans, and it's a big night for them. The new album is out now, and this is... I was talking to the Spice Girls earlier, who seem reluctant to do new material, apart from Mel B, who can't wait. The new album is Kylie's Golden. It was at #1. Congratulations, that's amazing.
Thank you.
It's a brand new album.
I get it.
I mean, and I think the name of the album and the song itself, Golden, that refers to you just turning 50, is that right?
Well, it wasn't meant to be about 50, although I did turn 50 this year, so it kind of is about
Well,
that.
congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
Amazing. You look amazing.
And yeah, the last album I released, I was asked so much about how do you feel about being your age in the industry? Ladies, I'm sure you get asked. Well, I understood the question, I understood the interest, but I just didn't know the answer. I didn't know how to answer it. Well, I don't know how it feels. I wish, with only annoying things, you keep asking me about it. Yeah. And so I just had this one line that I really, by hook or by crook, I wanted to get it on the album, which was, we're not young, we're not old, we're golden. You can't make yourself younger, you can't make yourself older. So my answer to them was, well, I can only be who I can be at any given point in time.
Yeah, and embrace that.
So, yeah, I mean, and then we called the album Golden, but that was... and it just happened to fall in my 50th year, so all worked out.
I'm going to ask you, I'm not going to delve too much, but you're in a new relationship, I believe. You've got a new partner?
Yeah, newish.
Newish.
Yeah.
That's good?
It's going great.
Who's your boyfriend?
I'll tell you later, Jo. I'll tell you all about it later. No, it's fabulous.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, just when you think that you know, will it ever happen? And it came and surprised me.
That's so lovely.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Although Kylie,
Yes.
of course, you never married the person that we all wanted you to marry.
Jason.
Yes.
We kind of did.
You did.
Well, yeah, but not in,
Real life.
But he did come and sing with me.
Well,
a few
that was an
weeks
amazing
ago.
moment. I'd only saw this. It was Hyde Park this summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the Radio 2 concert at
Yeah.
Hyde Park. And Kylie's performing on stage, and then Jason Donovan joins it. And that wasn't set up once. That
It was
wasn't
not
planned.
planned at all. He just happened to text me the day before, saying hi, and I thought, oh, hey, I've got a gig tomorrow in Hyde Park if you want to come down. He responded saying, it's been a big week. If I do, it will just be me on my bicycle coming in. I said, OK, no, just let me know, no problem. So he lets me know the next day I'm coming in. I'm sure you all know Jason. He's as casual as can be. Oh, g'day, yeah, I'm up for it. So it's actually, you know, a genuine
spur of the moment
Oh, it's
thing.
such a lovely moment. I'm going to show it to you in case you didn't see it. This is Kylie on stage, and it's just all put together on the day. And it kind of it nearly didn't happen, but it really, I think it gave everyone such a wonderful night. Look at this. I mean...
It's such a good sport.
I love it, though, but Kylie's not letting him take charge of that mic. It's like, come back here.
No, do you know why? Because it was live to radio, live streamed everywhere. I know he wasn't prepared and he'd had trouble,
You were looking out for him.
I was looking out for him. We all need Pepe on speed dial.
Kylie's album Golden is out now, and the exciting news is she's performing live at the end of the show Music's Too Sad Without You with the fabulous Jack Savoretti. So that's going to be in the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Kylie Minogue. Still to come on the show, I'll be chatting to possibly the greatest tennis player on the planet right now, Novak Djokovic. And as I said, Kylie will be performing right here in the studio. See you after the break. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got the Spice Girls are here, John Bishop and Kylie Minogue, still on the couch. So let's get my final guest of the evening out here. He is, as we speak, the world's #1 male tennis player. He's won 14 Grand Slams in a glittering career. It is the fabulous Novak Djokovic. Thank you so much for coming on. Great to see you. Look at the Spice Girls are here. Last but not least, see you then. Novak, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's great to be here, thank you.
Novak is in town because he's taking part of the ATP Tennis World Finals. It's on at the O2 here in London. It starts tomorrow. It goes through till next Sunday. Your first match is Monday against John Isner, I believe.
Yes.
Confident?
Yes, it's been a great season, especially the last 5 months, and you know I grew a lot of confidence in winning a lot of matches in the last 3-4 months. So hopefully I can have a nice season finale.
You won your 4th Wimbledon championship this year, which is amazing. 4-time Wimbledon winner right here, amazing. Of course, it's one of the 4 Grand Slams in the world. Which one of the Grand Slams is the Australian Open, the French Open,
Yes.
the American Open, the USA, and of course Wimbledon? Yes. Which one is your favourite to play at? Which one is your favourite to win? Because you won all of them, of course.
It's not just because I'm in England right now, but it's Wimbledon. It always has been Wimbledon. I used to construct the Wimbledon trophy out of this, you know, improvised materials, whatever I found at home. You know, I was always dreaming to win that tournament.
Can I interrupt? You girls don't know this, but me and Novak actually played tennis together.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, I've
Wait, did you really?
You don't play
I've
tennis?
played with Mel B and
really
with
good.
Jerry too.
Wow.
You did? Yeah.
This year.
I'd really like to ask, who is the best player out of these two?
You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Diverse styles.
Come on!
Good answer.
He was the umpire on my match.
I
You were
was an
amazing.
umpire,
You were
yes.
really helpful.
And
So you didn't actually play?
No, I was playing and he's the umpire.
Well, we actually played together. So I think I win on that one.
We did play. That's not true. That's not true.
Oh, just
we
leave it
did
at that,
play.
fine.
We did play.
After that,
we played afterwards.
It's all about the yin and the yang. It's all about...
This show, I think everyone will agree, has been amazing. But the best thing I heard about this show was in the corridor. I was walking down the corridor, and as you know, Jack Savoretti's going to come on and sing with Kylie, and Jack's brilliant. And as I was walking, I heard one of the runners behind me go, "I've just been asked by Jack if Novak will sign his balls." And I turned round, and He had a handful of tennis balls for Jack's children that he was bringing in for you to sign. I thought, just in isolation, that's the best thing I've heard of. But I read something when I was doing some training. Somebody was giving me some stuff about mental toughness. And I read a report a sports psychologist did saying that tennis is the hardest sport because it's the one sport where someone keeps telling you on every point whether you're doing well or doing badly. So the mental ability to be losing and then everyone, you get beat.
Yeah.
You get beat. You're still shit.
Well,
you get beat.
But it must be even harder when you get to those final points where you know if I can win this and win the next one and keep my opponent at bay, then I've won the trophy. I mean, I imagine it must be pretty tough when you get into those final points to try and treat them like every other point.
I mean, tennis, as many other sports, are, you know, representing this kind of challenges in life that we all, you know, whether we're athletes or not, we're kind of faced with. So I think being individual, being by yourself on the court, but, you know, never feeling really alone, I think is the key as well. Because you can always turn around and you can see that there are people that are supporting you.
As well.
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes your dog is there as well.
Yes, I heard you like my dog.
But you weren't allowed to bring Pierre in the country for Wimbledon this year.
Yes.
I mean, let's have a look. This is Novak with Pierre. This is Pierre's... it's not the dog you expected, is it? What a sweet fella Pierre is. But you like having him around you. Do you take him to matches as well?
Yeah. Well, I used to take him more, you know, with my wife, obviously. Now we have two. We have another dog.
Wow.
Another toy poodle. But
what's the other one's name?
The other one's name is Tesla.
Pierre and Tesla.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we became parents. So we have two children, and so it becomes a little bit of too much of a hustle to travel everywhere with two kids.
And do you prefer the dogs or the children?
Obviously.
Obviously the dogs. Oh, I hear you. Don't you worry about that.
Why don't you wear a wedding ring if you're married?
Oh, there's an eye of a single woman, isn't it?
It's on the other hand.
Yes, it's the other hand.
Is that
in
your country?
The Orthodox.
Okay. Look, she's always...
I was like, I knew I put it on before I came here. Just for that, I love you, darling. Just right here.
Just don't make any jokes about the menopause, because you almost got crucified. I'm going to show a clip of Novak winning at Wimbledon just earlier this year, and there's an amazing thing you do at the end. I was at Wimbledon when you lost to Andy Murray.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember that?
Why are you bringing that
Well,
on?
I tell you why. Because I'm a prick. That's it. And I forgot, and I was just excited.
That happens to me all the time. I say things when... Yeah.
Why aren't you wearing a wedding ring? Sorry. This is Novak winning Wimbledon this year, an amazing moment, and I love just the genuine reaction he has afterwards. Look at this.
Game, so match. And that's it. A fourth Wimbledon title in his fifth final. And he's going to eat a little bit of the court in celebration.
Amazing moment. Amazing moment. So, I don't think I've ever seen anyone eat some of the court before. Was that just to remember the moment?
You know, since I always dreamed of winning Wimbledon, I wanted to make it special when I get to that moment.
Yeah.
And it was never if, it was always when, because I visualized it so strong. I knew it's gonna be, the dream is gonna be realized. So I thought, well, I might do something special. I didn't, well, it's Wimbledon, you can't just like jump, scream, roll around or whatever. So I thought, well, I might as well just have a little bit of the grass. So it became a little bit of a tradition, and done it 4 times.
You don't have too much of the grass, because that will affect your play. Let's look at that. You know, you're in an enviable position, and you've earned this, of course. You're one of the very few tennis players who've held all 4 Grand Slam titles. That's an amazing achievement. I think there were 2 other men. Is that right? Rod Laver and one other. But also, you have won a total of 14 Grand Slam titles. That's amazing. Now, I believe there are only 2 people ahead of you.
Yes. And one of them is in town.
Roger Federer is in town. He has an unbelievable 20 Grand Slams, and Rafa Nadal has 17. Now, presumably, I mean, are those figures important to you? Do you focus on that and think, OK, I want to try and beat Roger's record?
Yes.
You meditate as well, don't you? You meditate
yes.
a little bit? So
yes. I'm really a strong believer in visualization, just imagining something that you really want.
That's exactly what I did to get the group back together.
There we go.
Yeah.
I love that Melby's taking all the credit for it. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience while meditating? Have you ever felt yourself drift away from your body? Wow. What happened?
I came back. Too quickly. I have to practice more.
So, but you did. Could you see your body from the outside? Was it one of those ones?
Yeah, yes, it happens.
I do that all the time too.
Yeah.
That's called getting drunk, Mel. Come on.
No, but it's. I think it's training. I mean, it's just. I had once this kind of experience on the court. That was the longest tennis match that I was ever part of. I was playing against Nadal in the finals of Australian Open in 2012. We played 5 hours 53 minutes. I think we ended up at around 2 a.m. I remember it was a grueling match, and after the 4th hour, getting into the 5th set, actually we both, we were running on very low reserves. And in just one instant, I started to feel like there is some kind of a higher other force that is, starting to help me to finish the match. I don't know. It's hard to explain that with words, so it was quite a unique experience.
Wow. And you went on to win, of course.
Yes, I went on to win.
That's amazing. Yeah. You didn't tell Rafa your secret afterwards?
Not really. Yeah, I don't know what, I know what happened, but I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
What, Spice Girl or Jennifer?
Tennis player. Who's your favourite tennis player? Is it...
Well, right now it's myself.
Novak, I am thrilled you came on the show. I've been a fan of yours for the longest time, and I'm sure we have many tennis fans in this evening, but to see someone play at your level, and the level of focus you bring to it is just amazing. You're an incredible player. It's an honour to have you here, and I know we've all enjoyed spending time. Yeah. Novak Djokovic, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Before you go, I play a little bit of tennis. I don't know if, Kylie, you play a little bit of tennis occasionally, don't you?
When I was 8, yes.
We know Mel and Jerry have played with you. I don't know, Emma, do you ever play any tennis?
I've played before.
OK, Mel C, you play any?
Sporty.
I'm terrible at tennis.
Well, would you like to see the Spice Girls and Kylie and John try and take on Novak at tennis, ladies and gentlemen? So we've got a call set up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a knock-up with Novak. Welcome to Knock Up with Novak. So we're going to round robin, which means I'm going to knock the ball over. Novak's going to try and keep them all in. If we don't go out, we can do this, team. Do you think we can do this?
Yeah, go team.
Remember, visualise. No. Positive.
Yes.
OK, you ready, Novak?
Visualise.
100%.
Kylie's the umpire, by the way. Isn't Kylie a magnificent umpire?
Quiet, please. It's a lovely serve. It's a beautiful return.
OK, let's start again. You go first. Now you serve, Joey. Let's see if we can get one. Come on, we can do a bit.
You ready?
Are you OK with the heels?
Fall over. We've got
Who
to
goes?
do.
Go. I didn't see that out. Carry on.
Great.
Oh, one to us. Yeah.
I can't serve.
See, Mel says she's smart.
Now we're going to do a speed round, so you just keep serving them.
Emma.
Okay.
It's really rolling now. It's
Novak Djokovic, what a great sport. But if you guys could sit back down. Let me ask you, Novak, which of us showed the most promise out there, do you think?
Kylie.
Kylie. Yeah, fair. While Kylie's getting ready to perform, I just need to thank all my guests tonight. Novak Djokovic, ladies and gentlemen. John Bishop, and of course, welcome back, the Spice Girls. But now, performing Music's Too Sad Without You with the brilliant Jack Savoetti, it is Kylie.
Gave every word meaning. You showed me the place we belong. And we laughed and we danced and we never looked back. Nothing would get in our way. And you showed me the meaning of love and romance with every song that you play. Now the music's too sad without you. Silence is all I can listen to now. I can't sing along to the songs like I used to. Music's too sad when you're not around.
Remember that feeling,
the songs that you play.
You felt like home. So why am I leaving?
Memories made.
Leaving you all alone.
'Cause we laughed and we danced and we never looked back.
Nothing would get in our way.
And you showed me the meaning of love and romance. How I miss the songs that you play. Music's too sad without you. Silence is all I can listen to now. I can't sing along to the songs like I used to. Music's too sad when you're not around. Ooh, so I listen to the wind in the trees, the sound of the